struggling to figure out what a good fun game would be. In a way, I think multiplayer is good because then like the players create content for each other. Yeah. Okay, cool, you're back. Right. I kind of know what is fun for me, like, but it's also how can I make it, small scope. That's the problem. So it doesn't take like 5 years to build it. Yeah, not a bad idea. Let's try that. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe that's where I should start. Like, what do I enjoy? Crafting system. I really like building stuff. Like Valheim, Minecraft, crafting items. Needs to be what you like first. You nail down what you like and what is feasible and widely enjoyed. Yeah, true, true, true. Good point. Yeah, what I enjoy doing. Time to make outside viability. Yeah, that's really true, man. You make random projects all the time, know the process in and out. True, man. True. And I guess actually, when I'm thinking about game mechanics, I shouldn't think too, no pun intended, but like mechanically about it. Like, actually, a fun game mechanic can just be like building or like just crafting. Doesn't have to be that complicated. That's how, in matter of fact, you're never stuck and always know something to do. Procedural, what do you mean? Ah, okay. True. True. Thanks, man. What's crafting mean to me? Yeah. And how hard is the bridge that I like it and people can intuitively use it? Yeah. Yeah. And then there should be some combat. But combat is too vague. But there should be combat. Some kind of power struggle. Personally, I like scaling. Either want something to get deeper in complexity or larger in domain. Large in domain, do you mean like bigger scope? Yeah, how can you do that in a simple crafting proof of concept? Yeah, depth versus breadth. Mm, right. Yeah, yeah. So you mean like should the crafting be like oh there's if you go really deep, there's like a sword and you can make there's so many details on how you can make them, or like you have a sword, you can craft your gear, you can craft whatever. Yeah. Dude, this is so good. This is exactly what I need. Yeah, let's try actually. I think crafting system is the way to go. Then building stuff and then some combat. Maybe that's enough for mechanics in the game. If you have a crafting and building system, you don't need that complicated combat. Yeah, one of the components the game couldn't exist without. Right. To minimize the scope. True. Yeah, I really need to spend time thinking about this. You don't know the end like a book, but you need somewhere to start. Exactly. Exactly, you're right. Can expand to a through sea in time. So what does crafting mean to me? Some progression of very basic raw materials that can build more advanced tools that can build even more advanced tools. With more advanced raw materials. Something like that. POC to MVP to final, which means what do I think, what could it be, what I rest on, or what completes the vision. Like language, start with a phrase, make a sentence, make a paragraph, then just keep stringing it together. This is so deep. I could probably reread this a few times. It's like philosophy. Yeah. Like an API. True. Crafting system, building stuff, combat. What else? Yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy. That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think you could just go for it and just do something, but I think the chances that you're gonna complete it and like actually make something is quite slim if that's your approach. Yeah, I think this is a good start. I'm just afraid that like if I just do a crafting system and building and combat, it's just gonna be a worse copy of Minecraft. It has to be unique somehow. But I guess that's where the details come in a bit. Like what makes the crafting unique, what makes the building system unique, and what makes the combat unique. Like maybe also the story. until it had its base, then you can differentiate needs versus wants. Yeah, good point. Very good point. You need a base game. True. What does building mean for me? Building, shelter, defenses, workbenches. Yeah, that's true. They are very alike. True. I think you have a very good point. Like, I should probably start building some kind of super simple, or like as you said, think about what it can definitely not be without. Like, what's the bare minimum for a POC? What's the bare minimum for a POC? Go there, then build the MVP, playtest it a bit. Exactly. What if the building doesn't really help you? Yeah, I totally agree. Everything should have like a purpose. But I think also in a sandbox game like this, it can be fun just to do it for the sake of it. But I guess at its core, there should be a purpose of all of these things. Yeah. Figure out the avenues of to collect resources. What do you mean by the sake of it cannot be source collecting, resource collecting? Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's crazy in PoE. Yeah, that they can do that. It actually feels good to do the bartering. Yeah. Okay. Guess yeah, next step is figure out the POC. Because I think with a POC, these things might fall into place as well, but they have to be thought through. And maybe things like should there be many paths to success? Yeah, RNG and replayability. But like, should you, okay, maybe you want to do crafting, maybe you want to focus more on building or more on combat. Should there be many paths to reach your goals, or should there be just you have to do building, you have to do crafting, you have to do combat to succeed? That's a bit like how it is in Valheim, at least. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. What do you mean I'd use obsidian? Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, on the one hand, I just want to get something out of the door, like a shitty game. Oh, yeah, that tool. Yeah, I'm using that. Um, and not start with like my dream game, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, thank yourself for setting goals. Thank you. But like, at the same time, it's quite unmotivating to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna create a shitty game just for the sake of it. Like, it's much more fun to actually try to create something great. Just scope it small. It can be a super simple crafting system and building system and like one mob. Like the scope can be small for a POC. And it can always be expanded upon. Can do like a shitty alpha release and then expand it if it's fun, if people like it. Yeah. Growth mindset. Tabla rasa. Ah. Idea of being born empty built in. Okay, yeah. Blank slate. John Locke. Ah, Roman tabula. Wax tablet. Yeah, what did you call it? You used an expression earlier. I had to Google it. It the meaning of it was like irrelevant. Something on P, I think. Oh yeah, lock. The cat. Not cordial. It was you said like I know so much not perennial, but it was something similar. Not pointless. Not pointless. Yeah, it will come to me, I think. Let me see. Maybe I can find it uh, in my history. What? Pertinent was the word. Pertinent. Give you many tools to solve problems. Wouldn't spend that much time again. Yeah, it's easy to wish those things. It's kind of pointless though. This is possibly a good trinity of like crafting, building, and combat that can be expanded upon. I think that's where I will start tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. But I think like if we look at what we have here, like now we're deep in philosophy and some more like general principles. But I think the scope of a very simple crafting system is not big. It doesn't have to be more than like one level deep. Like with one level, I mean, say you can get like a stone and you can get a wood, a, a birch, and then you can like make a hammer or whatever, or a spear. Maybe that's enough for like a POC. You don't need to be able to create the tool to get better stones and better wood and whatever. I think that's enough for a POC. Exactly, like a base item or something. And you can build like maybe the tools, like the crafting and the building will also go like hand in hand a bit. So maybe you can build a shovel, you can build a mining pick. And then there will be some attackers. Exactly. Crafting table, I think, is too much, probably. Yeah. All right, man. I think I'm gonna stop it here. Atomic and simple ideas. Mm, you're right about the attackers in one way, but in another way, I think the attackers is what makes it worth to craft and build. But I guess crafting might have to come first. Yeah, I understand you. Yeah, but it's very valuable. You have some very good points, for sure. Cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. I will I will stop the stream now and continue tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening. Thanks. Thank you so much. Cool. All right. So yeah, with that, I'll stop the stream for now. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye bye.